For my young arts application in theater, I'll be doing Viola.
For my application to young arts, I will be dancing George Balanchine.
His music has got to be urgent. When you play, feel it. Feel what he's thinking. Group it in 8. I like that. I like what you just did.
A lot of people have said that jazz is freedom. Other people say it's the sound of the black community. To me, it's the ultimate example of our potential as human beings. That's what jazz is to me.
In its purest form, it's a way to bring people together to communicate how they're feeling. And that's really the beauty in it. That's why I love it.
I'm just really looking forward to being able to be a part of his band, and say that I've played with Wynton Marsalis. He can do anything on the horn, really. Besides being able to play at blazing tempos, besides his perfect tone, perfect technique, the biggest thing when I hear Wynton is just absolute raw emotion.
His sound, unmatched. His ability to articulate the things he's playing, his fluidity, it's unique. To me, that's how you know he's a master, because no one can really replicate the things that he's doing.
Son? Son? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see y'all. Okay? How y'all doing today? Now, you know I say this all the time. When I tell y'all something, it's always with love. Okay, maybe I crack a joke, I make fun of you or something. It's always with the maximum possible amount of love and feeling. Because what y'all are doing is very important for the music and for it to continue. What I want to do to start off is I just want y'all to play something for me. We're going to just play blues. That way it simplifies what we're doing. And we're going to talk about different things in the context of the blues. The most important thing is for me to be able to just use whatever I know to help you get deeper into your musicianship and strengthen your belief and just give you a feeling and make you understand how we're all a part of one thing. Okay, jazz is the only music in the world where 4 people sit up on a bandstand and they have to give shape and logic and form to some music as they're making it up. Rhythm section has the most difficult job because you're providing an accompaniment for something and you don't know what's going to happen. Okay? You pick, Patrick. You can play what you want.
1, 2, 2.
All 3 of them can play, and all 3 of them have a great attitude. All 3 are very intelligent. It's unusual to see 3 kids play on that level at that age.
Excited to hear what he has to say. To be able to have this kind of an opportunity, just stacking up one to another, this is the pinnacle point.
Improvising collectively Not only are you feeling everything that you're feeling, but you're feeling what everyone else is feeling. If I can't tell someone how I'm feeling, or I can't tell myself how I'm feeling, you sit at the piano and you're able to communicate that way. You can't lie, you know, when you sit at the piano.
If he says, "Oh, Russell, you sound like crap," or something, or he says, "Oh, you need to work on this," or I'll just take it all in.
I'm going to submit certain things to you. Okay, you got so much energy, you can't wait to. It's like it's bursting out of you, right? You're like, man, let's go. When you set up the way you set up, wait. You had a great setup. Playing one note, you're coming, 2 choruses, you played that, he was down low, then you said, then you were up in there. Okay, you start firing off. The rhythm section was still kind of, okay, what should we do? Should I play with a lot of fire and get up underneath him? Tony was trying to, okay, they decided on, okay, we're just going to play time and let him do his thing. Okay, the dialogue you started with them, the challenge as you solo, for soloists, the challenge is you start with ideas and you also have the melody of the song you're playing. You have to develop your thematic material and give them something to play with you and hold yourself back and play with your emotions. So you have some opposites you're dealing with.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
Improvisation teaches all of us that it's okay to be yourself and you have a creativity, something every human being needs to know. We are free to improvise and invent the world of our choosing. The theme is the beginning of the song, and the decisions that we make in the improvisation are what the song is about. Okay? Now, I'm going to talk about something about in this call and response. Okay? Tony, I just want to show you several things. Now, excuse my piano playing. These are the options you have. Okay? I'm just going to play 4 or 5 comp options. Think about the endless possibilities of a rhythm section. It's endless. And think about how little we do with that form. Think about the endless possibilities of conversation. Okay, one we can just comp inside the rhythm section like a guitar would do. 1, 2, 3, Here's what you hear less seldom than that, okay? This is like kind of a high riff. 1, 2, 3, Now here's a single line riff in octaves. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. Big full chords down at the bottom, like a big band sound. 2, 3. So on and so forth. Okay, you see that response that made them have? It's like someone actually listening to you in a conversation. It takes a lot of concentration and desire. When I start to play those rhythms, they fire the rhythm section up, boy, they start to get happy. Okay, why? I'm trying to swing with them. And I'm also being a rhythmic force. Now, you played a break. Boom, there's a big break. And you played something at the end of the break. You remember what you played? You didn't like what you played. What you think is what comes through in your playing. Okay, so the one thing you have to always have when you're playing is hope. When you lose hope and you think to yourself, man, what am I going to do with this? You're not going to do anything with it because you already have projected that. I'm just listening to you, and I could tell that you were not committed to the rhythm. It seemed like a good idea, but when you struck it, you thought, because you messed up the feeling of the break. And you thought to yourself, I should have just left the space. Is that true? Yeah. I felt you think that. I actually felt you say to yourself, I should have just left the space, but it's too late. Now you're in the space. The beauty of jazz is that we're in that moment. And what happens in that moment, it is a moment of absolute clarity. You know why? Because you're there now. We jump off a building, we can't jump back up. Now we got to figure either we're going to fly or grab something. Okay, grab something or fly. Another thing I want you to notice is after an event, wait. After an event, wait. Why do you wait? Because the emotion is in the silence. Okay, I come over to you and I talk to you and I want to tell you something. I put my hand on you. I say, man, boy, that was a beautiful phrase you played. When I stop talking to you, then you feel the emotion of it. And that's when you assess how you're going to accept what I tell you. Or even if I tell you something negative, man, you need to work on your sound, man. Now, in that moment, you feel something. If I go past that moment, if I say, man, I love the way you played, you know, you ought to think about your read. I lost that moment. Okay, let's try again. Good. Oh, I like that. Wait, hold on. Okay, that was good. You said whoops. No, that was it. That was like a tune right there. Oh, dum, those whole steps. That was powerful. There's no whoops. It's like we here. Dum, that's where we all are. That's what makes it be jazz.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
2,
I like that. You know, y'all out here now. You in New York. What you want to make happen, make it happen. And you know, this is difficult. People don't understand the music necessarily. They won't understand what you go through or why you want to play it. And you'll doubt yourself, and you'll have difficult times and periods. Much more than you think now. Trust me. But you have the ability, and y'all have the talent, and I think y'all have each other. Like you all are a support system for each other. Don't make light of it. Don't think, oh yeah, that's my. Tend to it. Enjoy it. Revel in like the greatness of your friends. Thank you, Gabe.
Yeah.
It's something that you all know already. You could play, and you can play. What you need people to tell you is how to become better at what you can do. Play with different people. Play all kinds of gigs. You might play the circus, man.
Yeah.
Broadway shows, the circus, cocktail parties. Do a lot of different kinds of gigs. You're going to learn a lot of different things. You won't even be a jazz musician. They'll teach you something you never thought of. You'll be like, ooh. Get around the older and the younger musicians. No generation gap.
Right.
Play with all of them. Because that's really the best thing about our music. It's that feeling that you have with each other, but also with the world. That kind of embrace of things that are soulful. Come on, walk him down the street. Ooh. Wait, look down at it. There it is down there. You see it? Go ahead. Don't stop looking at it. It's down there. You finding it. Jazz is very personal, where you can embrace other people in the way that they actually do things. You got to go there to know that, and you do. Can't nobody describe you how to make love to a woman. They can't describe you how to swim. They can't tell you how to ride a bike. They can't tell you what a banana tastes like. That's how the music is, too. That's beautiful. Now develop that for me. Develop that melody. Tony was interested in like the deeper understanding of what the music is about. Okay, give me some more of that. Let me see where that's going. And he brought me back to that time. So in my age now, that I could experience that kind of feeling, but with more intensity than I had. It actually focuses my own journey. That's beautiful. Now give them some instructions. Russell, he has a way that he hears the harmony with the half steps and a way of approaching it. It's difficult to describe, but it's very different from any way that I've heard other bass players play. So he has a lot of originality. Patrick actually strengthens my belief. Like the music represents something deeper to him. And I don't know what it is, but it has a representation. Okay, now, in the rhythm section, the way it's designed, the bass is the fulcrum, but this is the judicial branch right here. The final word. This is the president, and this is Congress. What makes this Congress? It has all the notes. Everybody is in it. It's a percussion instrument. It has a harmonic function. It plays with the bass. It can respond with the soloist. It plays solos. Bass plays solo every now and then. You can't hear it most of the time. Also, I want you to reach up there and grab the blues sometimes when you're playing.
Okay.
What musicians do and artists do is they give form to chaos. The reason the present moment is so frightening is there's a lot going on, and it may not go your way. All right, hold on. Okay, I want to deal with that moment. Okay, now, he was waiting to see if somebody played. Nobody played. He said, okay, I'm going to get that four. Y'all came in a different place in the four. Did you hear what I'm talking about? Because you said, do-do-do-do. You said, do-do-do. He said, stop. And it was in the wrong place. We got to, that's like what the music is about. Let's get sympathetic. The music requires complete, total attentiveness at all times to what everybody is playing. We're playing jazz. We don't know what's going to happen. And we don't know what's going to happen on many levels. This music has got to be urgent. You got to be intense when you play. Not louder, intense. And the less money you're working for, the harder, more intense you got to be. Playing at elementary school, 8 o'clock in the morning, man. Club with 2 people in it, let's see. That's the let's see time. You serious about this, or what you about?
Yeah.
Okay? So I want y'all to play now again. And I want you to access all the things that we've talked about. I want to just embrace them and love them like they're my own kids. I know the sacrifice that it took to get to where they are, and I know they're looking for somebody to bring them into the music and to validate them and to give them good advice and all the things that I was looking for and that older musicians provided me. The ones that gave me a lot of love carried me through. Dizzy told me, he asked Louis Armstrong, man, what you looking at, Pops, when you look up there? He said, I don't know, but I always find it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things implied in jazz. Jazz is a very deep, just the amount of music and the philosophy.
Yeah.
What do you know about this music? How deeply have you thought about it? What have you read about it? Get into the music, and you're going to find out something about it, and it's going to be rewarding for you. It's going to define your adulthood, because this music gets greater as you get greater. You'll never outstrip it. You'll never outgrow it. It's going to cost you. It ain't free. What type of sacrifice you're willing to make. That's what it comes down to. Good. That was a good performance. See, I got 18, 19-year-olds playing this good, man. I'm ready for po' boy sandwich. I mean, that's beautiful to hear y'all.
Thank you.
Great. That was great. Good, man.
Man.
Great job, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, great.
That night at Dizzy's, he was talking to us about what was going on. Like, notice this.
That's the trumpet call. He's a slave. Means it's time to go. Don't.
He's like, this is polyphony right here. This is a different color. This what he was doing. He's like, oh, notice what the drummer did there. Be aware of what's going on.
Yeah. And the length of the note, just the fact that it's a tuba, how stingy it makes the two groove. How definite it is on the downbeat. There's a weight to it.
It's like getting those little nuggets, those little keys that you otherwise didn't know were there.
I was up last night thinking about the stuff that we talked about yesterday. First thing, I'm going to give you all a word that I want you to work on. For you, the word is relaxation. With the flow of your ideas, because you have so much creativity that's bubbling over in you. It's like when I stand next to you, I feel like that. Like you have a rare kind of sense of urgency, and you also have such a song just in your sound. It's very tuneful. It has a depth of feeling and emotion and an immediacy in it that's important. It makes people want to hear it. So when you concentrate on relaxing, because you'll never lose that urgency. That's your gift. Russell, with you, concentration. You have got to concentrate all the time. You're in the middle of everything. I call you're the judicial branch. You're the final word. When you lose your concentration, the whole group loses its concentration because you maintain the integrity. You take a lot of chances. You go for what you're hearing. You have to concentrate, right? Tony, the thing I want you to concentrate on is freedom. I want you to be free. Free to investigate another part of your imagination. You play with men when you're a boy. You're always the youngest person on the scene. What that pressure does is it makes you find solutions that are the most expedient and the most professional, but not necessarily the best for your stage of development. Study things that have to do with being free inside of forms. And if you sound less good while you're doing it, be free to accept that.
It makes you think about every little action. Is this coming from a place of freedom, you know? Am I doing anything to hold myself back? Am I holding back anyone else, you know? There's a lot to think about.
Playing behind Wynton, it was exceptionally hard because of the type of excellence that playing with Wynton requires, because of how high a level of a virtuoso he is.
Before yesterday, I felt like I was trying to screw in a nail into a board with a screwdriver. And then as soon as I got the master class with you 2 days ago, I felt like I just got a hammer in for the first time, and now I'm still learning how to use it.
I appreciate you saying that, but all of the things take time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to just let you do your thing. Y'all been to these concerts before, right? You know it. So play, but really play. I like for kids who don't listen to the music or nothing to hear somebody actually really playing. Like, so I want you to play like it's the most important concert you ever played in your life.
Okay.
And that's kind of like a code that we have with each other. We play these young people's concerts. We're trying to play harder than in the biggest concert. Okay, now let's go from the top. I want to welcome all of y'all to Who is John Coltrane. That's what the music demands of you. That's how it is. We don't coddle them like they're not babies. You up here, you playing, you're a professional. Go ahead. Okay. We're just gonna let him play. You can play, son.
Oh.
How old are you?
19.
Whew. You playing, man. I'm gonna tell you a decision you made that I like too. You played a run you didn't like. And then you said when you got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You didn't really like what you played. And you went away from what you played and you said, I like what you went for. Because when you went away from what you played that you didn't like, you went to the blues, into a human effect. You play with a lot of intelligence and feeling, man. I'm telling me and Walter sitting there saying, have mercy.
Thank you, man. I like the fact that you do that. He enjoys that stuff because he understands that we are all the future. We're always in this cycle. And that's some great stuff right there. Pretty unbelievable. On top of everything else, they sent us to get suits for the concert. It was definitely unlike anything I'd ever experienced.
Now, you guys are the stars this week of Jazz for Young People, right? Come on, you're the stars. You're working with Wynton Marsalis. You're going to be at Rose Hall.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. His thematic material is going to lead you into something. Now we're going to leave you with a song that Coltrane played that actually became a hit with his group playing it. It's Richard Rodgers' classic entitled My Favorite Things. Thank you for coming and have a great day. So then you fall into that.
probably gonna get married in this suit.
That's hilarious.
There was like a nervous excitement. I was so anxious to get into the music.
We got a couple of things that are different, so be ready for me to just cut stuff out. But you know, we'll feel it out. Okay, y'all got the giant steps together, you got the end together. Be especially attentive on endings.
Man, Wynton, thank you so much for this, man.
Thank you, man. You know, thank you.
Seriously, I love you, man.
Thank you. I love you. We're gonna be out here. You'll see. You know, it's like it's a lifetime thing, man. It's a way of living, a way of playing.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Frederick P. Rose Hall, or as we like to refer it to, the House of Swing. How's everybody doing? With no further ado, please welcome to the stage Wynton Marsalis.
Thank you. Thank you all very, very much for coming out here this afternoon. I want to introduce you to fabulous young musicians we're playing with today. They're all alumni of the Young Arts Program, and I'm angry at all of them because they play so well, I don't know what to say. Patrick Bartley, 19 years old on the alto saxophone. Russell Hall, 18 on the bass. Tony Madruga, 18 on the piano. The old man up here, 25, Jameson Ross on the drums. The great Walter Blanding, ageless. There's a feeling that happens on a bandstand, but there's also pressure. We're up here playing. We're not playing around. We're up here playing.
This is what I've been looking for. I really couldn't ask for any more of a transformative experience in these past couple of days.
During one of the songs in the performance, he was, right there next to me. Me, in particular, I'm kind of shy. Wynton did a great job of kind of bringing me out of my shell.
Oh, stay with him.
His message to me was really intensity, and I felt like we really brought that to the concert.
I know they learned a lot. I want them to take away from it that you're a part of this, and we need you to come out here and be a part of it and make it be glorious, make it be great. Be free to be yourself. All of those things that you have to bring on, the creativity, the love, and the feeling, bring it there with a force. Come with it. And they're going to do that. Watch.